Hello.
Hello.
What's up, dudes? Welcome to Dude That's Fucked Up. I'm Erin.
I'm Nicole. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh, thank you.
Um, it's the holidays and everything's just fun and special.
It
Right?
is. It's lovely. Yeah, for sure.
First holidays with a baby.
Yeah, Hanukkah is like, we don't really do anything. We just like light candles and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
a minor holiday compared to like Christmas, but like, it's
Yeah.
still fun. It's still like festive.
Do you guys
Um,
celebrate both now? Like, are you going to get a tree and stuff?
no, I haven't celebrated Christmas in a long time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I never really was into Christmas. Even when I was a kid, I was like, this is cool. I get presents. But then when I got older, I was like, this is like consumer bullshit.
Yeah. I know.
This is weird.
So I forget there was a song playing last night. We decorated our tree and we had like Christmas music on, and we were just like drinking wine and stuff, and
That's so fun.
it was
It's
fun.
like the best part of Christmas.
The
truly.
best, yeah. And I made a gingerbread cake, and
Oh.
it was fun. And there was like music playing, and it was like the first Noel or something, and I just started singing like, I don't believe any of this, da da da.
It's, you know what it is? I don't like, sorry if you can hear Jack
He
snoring.
just
It's pretty
snored.
loud.
Yeah, he's all.
He's snoring. I think it's like, I like the feeling, and I think that's what a lot of people like, is like the nostalgia feeling. But like,
Yeah.
that left me for a long time after working in retail, which we've talked about.
Yeah.
Like, Christmas songs really like lost like a lot of, I don't know, of the nice, good, warm, fuzzy feeling. Because they became associated with people being fucking assholes and trying to like scam you into giving them like 40% off of something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just being general pieces of shit during the holidays. So like, I don't know. Like I was like pretty much over it. But I think now like my parents celebrate Christmas, and I mean my parents aren't even religious, but it's just like the tree and the presents and all that, like the traditions of all that are great and fun. So like technically, yeah, we still will celebrate. Like when my parents come to visit at the end of the month, we're not, I mean, like I don't have a tree or anything, but like we'll probably like play some Christmas music and
Yeah.
like, I was like listening to Elvis Christmas the other day.
Ooh.
There's some bangers on that one for sure.
Have a blue.
Christmas without you. Yeah, it's a great song. Jack is like, fuck you, bitch.
Oh God, that was
Yeah,
funny.
he did not like that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've discovered new songs that I like.
Yeah, there's some really good Christmas songs out there.
Yeah.
Like there's the classics. There's new Christmas music that's quite good.
John
these days.
Legend's Christmas album.
Ooh, I haven't listened to it. I need to.
So good. This is what I told Pete. This is my official review. I said he does such a good job of singing the classics, but he like captures it in a way that still feels like the original like version that we love. You know, there's so many versions of all these songs.
Like a Nat King Cole kind of
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
But it's like modern also.
Yes.
It's
yes,
so good.
yes.
Oh, he's a brilliant musician. So
I love him so much.
same.
He's wonderful. He and Chrissy Teigen have like a holiday special coming out
yeah, it's gonna be so
exciting.
cute. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I
I'll
love
watch
it.
that.
For sure. Yeah, Jack's making all kinds of noises. Sorry. Yeah, but I don't know. This is for me. This time of year is like it's tough. Like I get like I have like seasonal depression a little bit, and it's
sads.
just like I get the sads. And like right now it's not so bad because it's just started to get like pretty cold, but like I haven't gone outside in like many days, and I'm getting a little stir crazy. Everything's harder with a baby, so it's it's just tough.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, just the general the fact that it gets fucking dark, like pitch black at like 5 p.m. is deeply disturbing to me. I hate it. It really, really, really bothers me. So, yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't love this time of year, but I'll make some hot chocolate and bring myself out of it if,
Hell
if
yeah.
it starts getting real gnarly. Listen to some Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, that's the best.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Choked in my spit.
Erin got real excited over Charlie Brown Christmas.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Charlie Brown Christmas and Elvis Christmas are like the only Christmas music I can really vibe with.
Oh, so good. Charlie Brown Christmas gives me like so many emotions.
Exactly.
Love
There's
it.
so much. It's so like stark and emotional and lovely. I love it.
Any business?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't think so. Did I forget to post today's episode last night? I did. Did I wake up at 4 a.m. with a panic and like quickly run to my computer?
Wait,
and
you mean technically last week's episode?
Yeah, by the time this comes out. But today
Yeah.
we're recording on a Wednesday, so a new
Yeah.
episode came out this morning. But I was like, oh, I knew, like around 5 o'clock, I was like, oh, I got to post the episode. But I was like working on something and I totally forgot.
Yeah, and
And-
you just like, it's like part of whatever you're doing. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'll do it in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, I'll remember to do that because I just remembered it. So like, of course, I'll remember to do it. And then we like started decorating the tree, and then we're having fun. And then
Aw.
we started watching Mrs. Maisel, and then I
Ooh.
went to bed. And then I woke up at 4 this morning, and I was like, I like had to pee, but that was like barely even a thought. It was like, oh, I guess I'll get up and pee. Oh my god, I forgot to do my work.
And it's funny because it's like, I know you just like have to push like submit. It's like already, everything's already done. Like we already edited it and stuff, but it's like, whoops.
Maybe I forgot to edit it.
Oh, no.
So I had to
it's
quickly
alright.
do that, and then okay, I made the edits, because Erin sends me like, hey, at this time we say this. I don't think it's funny, blah blah. So then I literally go to that time, cut it out, whatever. I do the thing. Then I remembered there was something I said that I wanted to take out after I had exported it and had uploaded it. And I was like,
no.
fuck. So then I had to go back and listen to that part. And I was like trying to cut around it. And then I just like, fuck this. I just cut a whole chunk out. And I was like, that's better.
Is it a hard edit?
No. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Because I went into like a little side story. And then I went into a regular story, so I just cut out the whole side story.
Oh shit! Oh man.
Yeah. So
Whatever.
You know what?
Little BTS for you guys behind the scenes. Whoops. That's what happens when Nicole gets carried away with Christmas decorating.
Yeah, you guys, it wasn't even carried away. It took us like 10 minutes. It's like our fake tree was already up. We just hung some ornaments on it. Half of them are broken. I'm finally gonna throw them away.
Yeah,
So-
it's sad when that happens. Like like you have like your favorite like ornaments and stuff, right? Yeah, like
Well,
that's like how it is when I go
yeah.
to my mom and dad's, and like I haven't helped decorate the tree in a long time. That's fun though. Like
It is fun, yeah.
yeah, it is fun.
And then
like,
it looks
pulling out-
pretty.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not so much of a Grinch anymore.
You're not a
Like,
Grinch. I think it's just also like, I don't know. It's like if you don't, we didn't do it for so long. We didn't buy a tree. We didn't have like decorations, and every year we get a little bit more like back into it. I think it's
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like you live so far, and I don't know if you even have any of your ornaments or like it's
no.
like, and you don't have the things that like you like as a tradition. And I think I stopped caring when I moved, and then my mom moved out of like the house I grew up in and stuff, and then you just
Yeah.
like lose the traditions that you had. So you just gotta
For
make
sure.
new ones.
That's right. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't decorated like for Christmas in probably like 10 years or so.
Yeah. Wow.
So
yeah. It's like whatever.
yeah.
All right.
I have a cool menorah. That's all that matters.
Cute. Yeah. Nice.
Um,
Is it in your window?
yes, it is.
Very nice.
It's real cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything fucked up for you this week?
No, I just my mouth is still very numb. Like
You look exactly the same. Like
Yeah,
most
well-
people
I'm like still swollen in a few
Yeah.
places, so it's a little different. But yeah,
Yeah.
my
Let me
face
see your
hurts.
side profile. Oh yeah, okay. I could see a little bit of a difference in your side profile, but it's like also I could tell you're still swollen
Yeah,
from
right here.
that angle right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like this is still really stiff. Like I can't make my mouth into like a butthole.
Uh huh.
It's like all really hard. My top lip
Yeah.
is like still really hard and stiff, and my
It's like you
cheeks
got
right here.
Botox.
Yeah, it's like I got bad Botox.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
Totally.
God, she has no movement in her mouth anymore. So it's like very numb, and then like the roof of my mouth is completely numb. Like I put my tongue on it, and I can't feel.
Ugh.
Like I could feel it with my tongue, and so it tricks my brain into thinking I can feel it, but like I can't. Like,
Yeah, because you could kind of tickle the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
But you can't even feel that. Yeah.
No, like if there's hot food in there, I can only feel it on my tongue. So I'm trying not to burn myself, but I've done a pretty good job so far. But yesterday, so I can chew now. I finally got like clearance
Yay.
to like start chewing, but it feels like you're chewing like a tire. Like it's because it's like painful.
Your mouth isn't using. You can't use it the same. It's not.
Yeah.
Moving the same way it did before.
Yes.
Or it doesn't feel like it's moving the same way it did before.
You gotta like stretch it out and get it back to normal, and also just my teeth are really sensitive, so like even just chewing like I ate a little piece of pie crust yesterday and it was like anyway, but I had some quiche which I was eating before, but I just wouldn't chew it, I'd swallow it, but now I'm like, okay, I'll just like chew on it for a little bit. And so food gets everywhere and I can't feel that it's like in everywhere. Like it gets more everywhere now than it ever has. And like I just
You're just like a baby mashing food into your face.
Dude, it's mashed, and then like I use a water pick to clean my mouth, and there's just whole chunks of food coming out that I didn't feel in there. Like chunks. And yesterday I went through my routine, like I brush and then I water pick and then I swish with mouthwash. And I did all those things. I brushed first, a bunch of food came out. Then I water picked. Usually the rest of it comes out. Then I rinsed. And I'm like, rinse, rinse, rinse for a minute. I count to 60, doing my mouthwash, spit it into the sink, and a fucking dime-sized chunk of ham came out. I was like, where was that? How did
after all of your shit that you did?
Everything, I fucking
it's
brushed
good you have a
the
3-step
ham.
program.
Yeah, I must have like fucking brushed the ham with my toothbrush. I just like brushed it. I didn't even know it was ham. And then I fucking water picked, which I think just wedged it further in somewhere and I couldn't feel it. And then finally, I swished around and it was just like this weird discolored piece of ham that came out because it had been like fluoride rinsed.
It's like hot ham water at that point.
It's peppermint ham water.
Ugh.
So anyway, not super fucked up, but fun. What's yours?
It's great. Well, I've been having some stomach issues lately because I think I ate too much of the candy you got me from Disneyland. Oh man.
Like diarrhea?
I mean,
or just
no,
like
just
ulcers?
like yeah, like I was like, oh no. Every time I eat like normal food, I have like bad cramping because I think I just ate too much candy one day and it's like fucked up my stomach. So now it's like trying to get back on track. So I had to like implement a like very strict regimen of like probiotics and like ginger and
well, it was all sour candy. It probably like upset the pH balance of your intestines.
For sure. I think I like burned my like fucking intestine lining. Goddamn Disneyland candy.
Did you get any mouth ulcers?
No, but I did. Oh no, I kind of did actually. It was like in the back. It was like almost like I had a sore throat.
Oh my God.
So, because that's what happens when your like fucking stomach pH is off. You get like canker sores and like sore throats and stuff.
Oh my God. Well, I would apologize, but it's not my fault.
No, don't apologize. Don't ever apologize. You are I just like would eat like 5 like sour balls at a time. I was just like, dude, you're not a fucking like teenager. You can't just like rip candy the way you used to.
Well,
Your
yeah.
stomach. I don't eat like a lot of sugary stuff, so, but I love like gummy candy and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I don't like buy it for myself. I don't like get it, but I really like it. So I really thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
And apologies to my stomach because I just like I can't regulate sometimes. I'm just like not thinking about it. I'm like, oh, this is nothing, but it is really doing a number on my gut.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have diarrhea.
I mean, it might as well have been. It's
Yeah.
just like ever since my surgery, my intestines I don't like really get diarrhea anymore. It's like
Oh.
my intestines like are really efficient at sucking all the water out of my poop or something. I don't know.
Oh
like
my-
absorbing all the water. So,
Hell yeah. You had that anti-diarrhea surgery.
yeah. But I get the same cramps, if
Oh.
not worse, and it like makes like the gurgle noise where it's like
Well, and then you still have PTSD from when you used to have diarrhea.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be butt pee, but it's just like a
Yeah.
normal poop, and I'm like, oh god,
Oh my
all
God.
that for a normal shit, a normal seeming shit. I don't know.
Oh god.
Well,
Maybe the
that's-
inside's diarrhea. Like maybe the inside of your poop is like liquefied, and it just makes like a hard casing
It's-
on the outside.
it's just like the sour gummy ball. it's a hard candy on the outside and like gummy on the inside.
Oh, doo doo.
Oh, Disneyland candy. Well,
All
speaking
right.
of Disneyland,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this to segue into our topic.
Fuck yeah.
So several episodes back, we had an episode about Disneyland, like disasters at Disneyland, like people dying on the rides or, accidents, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was a fun episode. If you haven't listened to that one, check it out. But today's episode is about a kind of opposite land. So Disneyland is a well-run, real, well-done professional theme park. The place we're going to talk about today is a theme park run by underage drunk employees for drunk underage idiots.
Patrons of the
park.
Yeah.
Patron is too fancy a word for the people that were like going to. It's just a bunch of teenagers getting wasted,
Yeah.
like underage, and doing God knows what in this theme park.
Oh my god.
So this was like in the 80s. This place existed, and it's called Action Park,
Oh my god.
aka Traction Park, aka Accident Park, aka Class Action Park.
These were all real names that people called it, by the way. Like, we
Yeah.
didn't make these.
No, this
Yeah.
is like on their Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
The nicknames for it.
Love it.
Yeah, so this is a theme park that existed in the like late 70s through the mid 90s. And this place was so dangerous and mismanaged that it had to eventually close due to multiple lawsuits.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so bad. This place though, I mean, it's insane. It's like if the Gathering of the Juggalos was a theme park.
Oh my god.
Don't you think?
Yeah. I feel like if it still existed, there would be that's where they would hold the gathering,
Yeah, for sure.
like every year. And
Oh.
it would just be, it's the fucking Wild West. It's like lawless.
Uh-huh. For sure.
Wicked Wild Wild.
Wild Wild West. Jim West, Desperado. Okay.
It had been a while. Okay.
I feel like we haven't had a Wild West. A Wild Wild West.
We're going straight to the Wild Wild West.
Except it wasn't in the Wild West. It's in New Jersey. Which is like New Jersey is like the Wild West of the East. Let's be honest. Am I wrong? I mean, think about it. They have a Vegas esque place, which is the fucking
I'd say they're the mild west
Atlantic
of the
City,
East.
the mild west. Yeah, for sure.
Especially when you think of Atlantic City compared to Las Vegas.
Well, it's like, here's this like industrial fucking garbage dump of a town. Let's put some whack ass fucking gaudy casinos in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've been to the nicest casino in Atlantic City, and I was like, oh, this is trash.
It's still like not any better than the Luxor.
No. Oh god. The Luxor
call-
is fucking tight, man.
I call Atlantic City all past Vegas.
Dude, if there's a Harrah's there, it's fine. It's fine. It passes muster. It's cool.
Yeah, Harris is right.
I go to every Harrah's I see. Go to the Harrah's in New Orleans.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go.
Play some roulette.
Oh my god. Oh yes, I love roulette. No, I like craps.
Yeah. Oh god, we play multiple games of craps.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah. Do it. Anyway, sorry. Back to
Okay.
Action Park. So it's in New Jersey, and it's like it's at a ski resort, basically. Like, it's on the grounds of the Vernon Valley / Great Gorge ski resort.
Huh.
And it used to it started out as just like kind of like just an alpine slide, but it eventually became more water based, like the kind of the first water park, really. And the park itself opened to the public in 1978 under the ownership of Great American Recreation. A man named Eugene Mulvihill. Mulvihill?
I think it's just Mulville.
Mulville? There's an I in there.
Mulvihill? I guess, yeah.
Mulville?
I don't know.
Mulvihill. Eugene. We'll go by his first name.
Yeah. Love it.
So Gene and several investors backed the Vernon Valley Great Gorge ski resort. And he became the sole owner eventually, and he decided to expand the property's operations in the summertime, because, like, obviously the ski resort's only open in the wintertime when there's snow. So he's like, dude, we need to keep making money all year round. So he expanded the property and built water rides, and there was like a steep mountainside that he put a fucking alpine slide on. So pretty smart, I think.
I mean, if we ended here, sure.
Yeah.
Was he a good ideas man? Yes. How was his execution? Shit.
Not good. Not great.
Not good. Not great. Not even bad. It was awful.
Gene.
Gene.
Doing it wrong. Gene. So Action Park eventually ultimately had 3 separate attraction areas. There was the Alpine Center, Motor World, and Water World. And Water World was one of the first American water parks.
Oh.
So that's cool. That's kind of cool.
Before the movie.
Yeah.
And not even related to it.
One of my favorities.
Oh,
I
really?
love Water World. Yeah.
Does it hold up?
Yeah, I watched it the other day. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay. Action Park had a slogan, and it was, "There's nothing in the world like Action Park." And I want to say, you right.
There was nothing in the world like Action Park.
Nobody would want to be in the world.
No.
Like
it was wild. Also, they had another slogan. It was Action Park, where you're the center of the action. And I just want to say it was probably EMT action, because a lot of shit was happening where people were just getting really badly hurt.
Oh my God.
So let's like go through the worlds.
Yeah.
Or like the attraction areas, and just like highlight some of the most dangerous rides
the
in
main
each
attractions.
place.
The pain attractions. Boo boo boo.
So in 1976, 2 years before the park officially opened, Gene, the owner, debuted the first summer ride, which was the Alpine slide. I mentioned that a bit ago. I don't know if you guys know what an Alpine slide is, but it's basically just a cement kind of like slide,
luge.
Basically.
It's like a luge track made of cement, and you sit on a sled, in quotes, which is a fucking giant roller skate.
Yeah.
And you just like haul ass down this thing. And you have a brake, a handbrake, and that's it. Yeah,
but it's like if you're going too fast and the brake is usually like on the side. So if you or like on one side and not the other, or maybe on both sides. So you have to make you have to make sure you're pulling the brake just right and not going too fast, or else it'll just like flip you over.
Yeah, it'll like fling out of the oh man. Oh. Did you ever ride the one in Big Bear?
Yeah, so there was an Alpine slide where we grew up, like the town over where we grew up. We'd always drive by it, and I don't know, we never went on it. I don't know. I think my mom was like, "You'll fucking die on that thing," so no.
Oh, my parents were like, "Let's make a day trip up to the Alpine slide," and then we'd go on weekends up there. And
was it cool?
It was really fun, but I'm also like a very cautious person. So, and
I know I'm a risk averse person as well.
Yeah, so I never crashed on it or got hurt, but while we were there, people for sure got hurt. And they were pretty good about like someone sat at the top, like the ride operator, and they wouldn't let you go until the other person ahead of you was like almost to the bottom.
I mean, yeah, that's
smart. Yeah, they were like managing it well. But then at the end, people would just haul ass and wouldn't brake, and there were all these old tires to stop you if you like ran into them.
Dude.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem safe.
No. It probably wasn't safe. I can't believe my parents let me do that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that stuff just really doesn't exist anymore, and it did back when we were kids, because I don't know, there wasn't the mass, it hadn't reached critical mass of where enough people got really seriously injured or killed for there to be like legislation involved.
Yeah. Well, and like it you know, maybe people don't all die on that ride, but like people can die, but I think the grossest thing is that if you are wearing short sleeves or shorts and you let your elbows or knees lean out too far, if the track is tight, it'll just like shred your skin off. Like it'll just, because it's like friction.
It's instant road rash, basically.
Yeah. Oh, it's like fucking wiping out on a motorcycle or something.
Yeah, totally.
You're going like 50 miles an hour or something. I don't know.
That's insane, dude.
I don't know.
Well, you're going many miles per hour, let's say. You're going at a pretty unsafe speed to where if any flesh is hanging out, it's going to get scraped off. And that was one of the hallmarks of this ride at whatchamacallit, Action Park, is a quote from a former employee. and the Alpine slide is probably one of the oldest rides, but it was also one of the ones that was responsible for the most injuries. Just due to the simplicity of it. And so a quote from a former employee, her name was Corinne Zimmerman. She was a ride attendant for the Alpine slide. She said, when you shifted your weight wrong and went sliding down, it took several layers off your skin and your whole body, and the cart would go flying off. We had staff positioned along the track to keep an eye out for that sort of thing. It was harder to spot people when it got dark.
Oh my God. So put some lights or shut it down.
Yeah, they didn't do those things. They just were like, ugh. So basically, and then what they would do, they would just spray people with this like antibacterial that was like 80% alcohol. And it was just like sting the shit out of it, like in their little first aid tent.
Yeah. Bactine or whatever that is.
Oh, Bactine. Yeah. Dude. But even Bactine wasn't as bad, I don't think. But that shit stung.
Dude, yeah. Oh, dude, this is giving me like a big chill up my back.
I know. So that ride was very dangerous, just due to the sheer, I guess, I don't know, concrete and flesh just don't mix.
Yeah.
and the whole thing was just like very rickety and weird. Yeah, but it caused a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
26 head injuries. Whoa.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
because I guess if you and if you and they didn't wear helmets, and if you shifted your weight and hit your head against, oh my god, that's bad.
Yeah, it's like if you watch people going down a luge.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It is.
14 fractures and 1 death.
And in my head, this is on the 5th day of Action Park, the Alpine slide gave to me. That's what this sounds like. It's
26 head injuries, 14 fractures,
1 death. Or I guess, or if it's 1, it's like, and a death at the bottom of the slide.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Anyway.
So bad. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's Alpine World. Then there's Motor World, and some of the rides that were here were really stupid.
So's the name. Fuck off. God. That's
Motor World?
Yeah.
Motor World.
Come and die on a ride.
Good one. I didn't know where else to go with the song.
I got you, boo.
Thank you. So all the rides here were really dangerous because you could just basically drink as much as you wanted and then get on a go-kart and go really fucking fast.
Oh my God.
But the one that stands out is something called Battle Action Tanks. This was one of the most popular rides in Motor World. So, and it was featured prominently in their TV ads. So, for an additional fee, like on top of whatever the admission fee is, you could go into this chain link fence enclosed area. Probably they called it the Thunderdome. I don't know. And you could get in a little tank and for like 5 minutes at a time. And the tanks had tennis ball cannons that enabled riders to shoot at a sensor, which was mounted on each tank. And if your tank got hit, it would stop operating for 15 seconds. And then the other people like motoring around in the tanks got to take advantage of the delay to hit the disabled vehicle with tennis balls. So you're just sitting there getting pelted with tennis balls if you get hit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then visitors on the outside of the fence could utilize less costly cannons, which were mounted around the perimeter fence, and they could also shoot at you. And I am assuming everybody was free game. Like there's just people around you shooting at you, people inside shooting at you.
Oh my God.
And so when the workers had to enter the cage to grab a stuck or crashed tank, which happened all the time, they were also pelted with tennis balls. Despite the prohibition against that, all the people that had to work there were just like, fuck, I have to work on battle tanks today. I'm going to get hit with 1,000,000 fucking tennis balls. So this ride had a reputation for being more dangerous for the employees and the guests. And
no one had a helmet or anything?
I'm assuming they eventually did, but it was one of the least popular places to work in the park.
I bet.
It sounds shitty as fuck.
Oh my God, that sounds so awful.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't think anybody got seriously hurt. It was just more annoying as fuck. It was just like more of like a degrading thing.
Yeah. It's like when you're driving the picker at like a golf course and everyone's just trying to hit you and you're just like,
exactly.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck this. Yeah. So that's a fun one.
Oh my God.
Okay, now we get to Waterworld. I think Waterworld is probably the most dangerous part of the park.
Oh my God, before we move on, Motorworld made me think of like initially that it was like Motorworld in a less dangerous park would just be like a bunch of like Trans Ams that have like that are like parked and broken down and are just like a bunch of people working on them. That's what I thought of.
Yeah, like just a junkyard, basically.
Yeah, a junkyard. Yeah. And like a lot of people with mullets, which I think probably a lot of the people had mullets at Action Park.
Oh, yeah. Everybody that worked there, I mean, this was like in the height of the 80s,
Yeah.
early 80s is when all this shit was really popular.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, Waterworld is, I think, the most dangerous place in the park.
Because not only do you have the prospect of getting injured, you also have the prospect of drowning, which is what happens when you combine a ride and water.
Yeah. So because this was one of the first water parks, like all the water slides were very primitive, and that's putting it very lightly. Because they didn't have fucking engineers working at this place.
Oh, that blows my mind.
Like Gene would just go to these like fucking like amusement park conferences, and people would like pitch him on like their ride ideas, and he'd be like, "Sounds cool. You want to like build it for my theme park?"
Oh my
God. It was just like some fucking dude who is all fucked up on lewds coming and being like, "This is a cool fucking idea I had, man."
Oh my
and
God.
He'd just roll into the park, and they just experiment basically with the fucking pitch of whatever the angle of the slide was to make it go faster or whatever needed to happen.
Oh my God. I feel like Gene was like at these conventions, and everyone else is like Mr. Roberts, Mr. So-and-so, and they're all, or, you know, like Mr. Disney or whatever. And it's like, all these respectable guys, and then they're all in suits, and then it's like Gene, and he's wearing like a khaki hat, like a safari hat.
Yeah. He has like gold chains. His chest hair is showing.
Yeah, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, he's got bell bottoms on. And it's like the late 80s. Yeah, he's
and
like
aviators. Yeah, and everyone's like, "Yeah, Gene." But
it's Gene.
It's Gene. Gene's here, guys. Gene.
Gene. Yeah, so Gene just was really experimenting with people, I think, to see what was fun.
Gene.
So there is this ride in Waterworld, you guys, called Cannonball Loop. Basically, it's like a cartoon. And it adhered to the same laws of cartoon physics. So it was a fucking water slide that had a full loop in it.
Like a vertical loop.
Like a vertical loop. Like you go down it and then you do a full fucking loop and then come out the other side into a pool. But the problem with this is that if you're not like heavy enough to have the right amount of G-force going down it, you're going to fucking go up and then you're going to come straight down.
You like hit the top.
Hit the top and then like come down the loop. You can like fuck your shit up on this, and a lot of people did.
Dude. Yeah, and also, I feel like the other thing, like, you know, at a water park, how if you go on a regular water slide, there's like a stream of water that's like propelling
continuous.
you.
Yeah.
Nope, not on this ride. They just hose you down, and then you go down a dry slide.
Yeah, they didn't have like a perpetual stream to like make that hydroplane where there's like a cushion of water like propelling you along. They didn't do that. It was just like, all right, you're greased up enough, go. And they'd like kick you down the fucking slide like a Christmas Story. They're like pushing kids in the head with their fucking feet. And they just go down it and they'd fucking land like halfway through the loop and just like bust their mouths open, smack their heads. Like so many people got concussions on this water slide. Like it's not even funny. Like there's a really good article about this. I think Mental Floss did a oral history of it. And this is where I was like reading a lot of the, they like found a bunch of people that either worked there, went there when they were kids, all the, they were like guests or whatever. There were security guards, right, attendants, and they even talked to like I think the son of Gene.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
I forget his name. Andy.
Mm-hmm. They talked to him, and one of the things that Andy said that's really funny. He said, "I don't think my father necessarily understood the liabilities of running a park. It was not sophisticated. If he went to an amusement park conference and liked somebody's idea, he'd ask them to build it, even if they had never built it before." Like I said. Gene's just rolling in hot everywhere, and he's just like bringing random dudes along to build their fucking weird rides.
I mean, I love that Andy's just like blowing up his spot.
I mean,
Gene's dead, but he was old.
Andy, yeah. Well, he was kind of ahead of his time because this was like for the time it was really cool, like a water park. But yeah, this cannonball fucking slide was gnarly.
Oh my God, I also love that. I read a New York Post article about it, and they were like, this ride, since it wasn't engineered, was a perpetual work in progress from 1978 until the park closed in 1996. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it this ride was open only every so often because there'd be like a line of people going on it, and then somebody get like massively hurt, and they'd have to shut it down, and then they'd like tweak it. Like,
how do you tweak it? Like,
I think they like propped up the like the tube so it's like a higher angle or something.
They put a piece of plywood under like part of the tube.
Yeah. Oh they're like, God. Let's get another hose in here. That might help. Oh my God.
They're like, somebody grab a stick of butter. We're gonna see if that helps.
You know, we're using like wrestling mat material. Maybe we need more like some trampoline material. I don't know. Like, it was just like a fucking disaster.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not engineered at all. They literally, it was like a lot of trial and error with this ride. But people rode it, and most of them are like, yeah, I think I have a little bit of a brain injury from it. Yeah, they're like, I still remember getting really hurt on that fucking ride.
Oh my God.
Insane. So I think that was probably the most talked about and the most dangerous ride in the park. But there is others in Waterworld that I think are fucking gnarly. So they had a ride called Super Speedboats, which were set up in a small pond, and the pond was known by the park staff to be heavily infested with snakes.
Oh, no.
And they could drive the boats around a small island at 35 to 40 miles per hour. That's fucking fast.
That's that's fast. Also, to be driving boats that aren't on a track.
Yeah, it was like at Disneyland, if you guys know, if you've been, it'd be like, you know how Tom Sawyer's Island is surrounded by the like little pond, and you could go. I don't know if they have it anymore. You could go on the canoes.
Yeah, they
around.
have it. I feel like they only open it when it's like hot and crowded.
Yeah, and then they have the big ship that goes around.
Yeah, the Mark Twain.
The Mark Twain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is just speedboats and people speeding around this like little thing, and there was no way to like mess with like the speed. They couldn't make them go any faster, but a lot of riders would use them to play bumper boats.
Oh no.
And one seriously inebriated rider had to be rescued by the attendant lifeguard after his boat capsized following a collision.
Oh my God.
That's a nightmare.
If you know he's inebriated, why is he going on this boat?
Because everybody in the park was drunk. And all of the fucking kids that ran and operated the rides were drunk too.
Yeah.
Everybody was just shit-faced everywhere.
Oh my God.
What a fucking nightmare. And then the other, I think probably most dangerous, it's not a ride, it's an attraction, was the wave pool, which they called the grave pool.
Those are dangerous.
They're just dangerous. I've almost drowned in a fucking wave pool.
Same.
They're so scary.
Yeah, it's very scary. I almost drowned because it was very, very crowded.
Yeah, and all the tubes and stuff
are touching, and I fell through, and I couldn't get back up. I had to grab onto some lady's leg, and she pulled me up, thank God, but it was scary.
Oh my God, I'm having like heart palpitations just thinking about that shit.
It's weird too. I was very little. I was probably like 5 or 6, and it's like I can still like see everything happening. Yeah,
I know.
it's crazy.
Because you're like just small enough to like not be able to touch the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like your little head,
wavy.
like the top. Yeah. And it's like you're above water and then you're not. You're above water, then you're not.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people drown in this fucking thing. And a lot of people didn't know how to swim that were getting into the wave pool at Action Park. And there was lifeguards, but people were just like literally relying on the lifeguards to just like grab them out of the wave pool when they got into trouble.
Well, and if it's that crowded, they can't see you.
No, yeah, exactly. And there could be multiple kids like
at the same time
flailing around and drowning. Ugh. Like a normal pool that's not fucking active with waves is scary. But these people were just like getting in this wave pool without even knowing how to swim. So a bunch of people drowned. Not a bunch, a couple people drowned. But a lot of people remember having an experience where they're like, yeah, I got pulled out of the wave pool. I almost drowned. Like,
oh, God.
I mean, I think that's how all wave pools are, though, so.
Well, actually, now that we're saying this, I did have a redeeming wave pool moment. Like a couple of years ago for a friend's bachelorette party, we stayed at the Monte Carlo. And I think they have a little wave pool.
In Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas. And it was lovely. We just sat in the shallow part of the wave pool and drank cocktails.
Love it.
And that was nice, so.
Sounds great. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, totally.
So speaking of people dying, 6 people are known to have died directly or indirectly from rides at Action Park. So beginning back on July 8th, 1980, a 19-year-old park employee was riding the Alpine slide when his car jumped the track and his head struck a rock, killing him. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah. And then the next death was July 24th, 1982. A 15-year-old boy drowned in the tidal wave pool. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And 15, that's like older, like, you know, not a little
swim,
kid.
Probably
couldn't swim.
Maybe drinking.
Who knows? August 1st, 1982, a 27-year-old man from Long Island got out of his tipped kayak on the kayak experience to ride it. While doing so, he stepped on a grate that was either in contact with or came too close to a section of live wiring for the underwater fans that somehow became exposed, and he suffered a severe electric shock, which sent him into cardiac arrest. So this ride, the kayak experience, they had these underwater like fans that made like
a current.
Yeah, like a current, and made like the water that I guess like simulated what it would be like if you were river rafting.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And so he died after he was taken to the hospital. And the park at first disputed the electric current caused his death, saying there were no burns on his body. But the coroner responded that burns generally do not occur in a water-based electrocution.
Yeah. Fucking how janky that someone got electrocuted near a water ride.
Yeah.
What are these people? Obviously, they didn't engineer the rides, but they didn't engineer anything.
Well, they just didn't have a lot of good, like, safety checks.
Yeah.
There was nothing like that in place. They drained the ride and closed it for an investigation, and accounts differed to the extent of the exposed wiring. The park said it was just a nick, while others argued it was close to 8 inches.
Oh, my God.
Of exposed wire. The state's labor department found that the fan was properly maintained and installed and cleared the park of wrongdoing. However, it also said that the current had the possibility to cause bodily harm under certain circumstances. Duh. The park claimed it had been vindicated, although it never reopened the ride, saying that people would be afraid to go on it afterwards. Jesus. And then in 1984, don't know the exact date, a fatal heart attack was suffered by one visitor who is unofficially believed to have been triggered by the shock of the cold water in the pool beneath the Tarzan swing. So they had this like swing that went out into like, and you jumped off of it and it was like into a pool of water.
Like a rope swing kind of thing that, you like flew over and let go.
Yeah, like you'd start on like a cliff or whatever and swing out over the pool. The ride in that area, or the water in that swimming area, was 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is fucking freezing.
Dude, yeah.
That's pretty cold. And I was reading some accounts of people who had done the Tarzan swing, and everybody said that the water was really fucking cold.
Is this that sort of thing though, where it's like it's like how to me this isn't as like their fault, I guess, but I don't know. Do you know
Well,
what
I
I
don't know.
mean? Like
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
how everywhere in Disneyland they have signs that are like, if you have a heart condition or are maybe pregnant, please don't or like a medical injury, please don't ride this ride. That type of
Right.
thing where like we're letting you know this is going to be a little bit crazy.
Yeah, that was like the whole premise of the entire park.
Yeah.
It's like it was a participatory park. Like you were taking it. I think because they were at a ski resort, it's like when you go skiing, there are dangers. Like but you're choosing to like do this activity.
Yeah.
But like they manufactured these rides, quote unquote.
Yeah, and they could have made them more safe.
Yeah, they needed to be more safe. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows what the deal is with this? But the Tarzan swing, all that was all cold ass water.
Oh my God.
And then August 27th, 1984, a 20-year-old from Brooklyn drowned in the wave pool. And then July 19th, 1987, a 18-year-old drowned in the wave pool. Oh. So three people drowned in the wave pool. That fucking shit is so dangerous.
Yikes.
So needless to say, people were suing the shit out of this place.
Oh my God. It's like, it's crazy that they were able to like get away with it for so long. But I guess it was just a different time. Like,
yeah, although I will say the reason for so many regulations is probably because of places like these.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And, but also, well, maybe this is like me being naive or like just having a different idea of other theme parks, but like Disneyland, I feel like they set their own standards and they've always been like so far beyond any other parks. And
they had professional engineers designing the rides.
That's true. Okay,
too.
well that's step one, honestly. But also it's like, they could cut corners on certain things, but they don't. Like, and still be in regulation, I mean.
Of course. And also, if you want to be insured by an insurance company, you have to like take precautions to make sure that you could be covered for incidences such as these.
But here's the thing. Gene was a fan of the Cayman Islands and just like set up an insurance policy down there somehow, and that was found to be fraudulent, or not fraudulent, but like not on the up and up, and he had to pay like tens of thousands of dollars in fines, which that was one of 2 fines he ever paid. The other one was just because I think he wasn't following protocol for like all the people that were filing lawsuits against him. He was dragging them all out because he had a ton of money and he didn't want to be like wrong or found responsible. So he would just like drag all these claims out until they ran out of money or got frustrated, and then it would go away. Now I choked on my spit.
Are you okay?
Yeah. So that was crazy, but eventually enough lawsuits,
they all piled up, and it was like
Too much.
think the government was like, "Excuse me, sir." Sir.
Yeah. Gene, we need to have a conversation.
Can you come over here for a second? You're $40 million in the hole here. And their whole, I think he just like made up an insurance company, I think.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was like just to put on like paperwork and stuff so it looked legit.
Yikes.
Yeah, so they closed down in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it got bought by another company in 1998. I don't know if they were trying to reopen it or what, but I think they wanted to open it in 2014, maybe?
Yeah, they opened it in 2014, and everyone thought it was an April Fool's joke because they like put up a sign at the ski resort, and they're like, Action Park opening, like this summer or whatever, and people were like, haha, funny, and then it was real.
Oh my God.
But they opened it with like a lot of changes and modifications to like, for instance, the Alpine slide. They like made it a metal track, and the cart the like the the sled, I guess, that you ride in is like it attaches to the metal track.
Like track, yeah.
Yeah, and they wear a helmet, and like it's like very different if you look at the two. But the son actually opened it, Andy.
Andy.
Mulvihill. Mulvihill. That sounds weird.
Yeah, Mulville.
Mulvihill. He actually like bought it back from the company that had bought it in the late 90s and opened it. But I think it's since been repurchased back by the people that own like the ski resort, and they named it something else. It's like named whatever the
Mountain Creek Water Park.
Mountain Creek Water Park. So,
which sounds fancy.
Yeah, it sounds like bougie. But yeah, so it kind of exists in a way still, but not really. Because that just can't exist in 2018.
No, there's too many laws and regulations to keep people from dying. Or getting hurt really bad.
Or just fucking sued. I can't imagine, like, I would love to see, like, a movie made on the lawyer of this place. If there even was one. I mean, it sounds like they had a fake insurance policy, so who knows? But, like, how stressed that guy must have been. Or was he, like, a Better Call Saul type lawyer where he's
Dude, I bet. Yeah, I bet he was, like some slick-ass motherfucker. Yeah.
Fucking spending so much time in Atlantic City all the time and, like, sketchy as fuck.
Well, this place is crazy. I probably would not have gone there. Although, I don't know. I might have gone just to, like, observe.
Well, and if you were born and like a teenager in this time, I feel like you would have had a different like we would just be different people, I think.
For sure. Yeah.
So maybe we would do it.
I don't know. I would have gotten drunk and possibly gone on one of these rides. I definitely would have been shooting tennis balls at people in the fucking battle tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a dick.
I wouldn't aim at anyone's face, but
No.
yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. It had its heyday in the 80s and early 90s, and then man, all those fucking lawsuits really stacked up. But as I was researching this place, I was reading this article on Deadspin, and I love reading the comments on like Deadspin and stuff. So one of the comments somebody wrote, it was really funny. It said, "Legal Action Park. Ah, yes. Never went myself, but I knew a guy who lost a testicle there. Really." That's
probably
kind of like how you could sum up this place.
Oh my god, it was probably on the Cannonball Loop. It probably like snagged on a piece of the plywood they used to fucking modify
prop
the
it up, yeah. Or like the hose turned off for a second and their ball just like got stuck.
Or
too much friction.
Yeah, just like frictioned it off. Oh my god.
Woof. I don't want to know what that guy did or what ride he was on to have lost a ball. No. That is so gnarly. Oh my God. But that's like that's how you sum up this fucking place is that you could their slogan should be "Welcome to Action Park, where you might lose a testicle." Or where die. Your testicles are part of the action.
Welcome to Action Park, where your genitals will get some action, but it's not the kind you think.
Not the fun kind of action.
We put the fun in action on your testicles.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. This place sounds like a fucking urban legend, but it's real. It really existed. And there's a lot of stories out there. So definitely encourage everybody to Google this place and read about it. It's pretty fucking wild. We just barely scratched the surface of a lot of the accounts from this place. So definitely check it out. It's funny.
There's so much. I was like, this might be a two-parter, but we did it.
I mean, RIP to all the people that died there, obviously, but ended up with a TBI, traumatic brain injury, because I'm sure that happened.
Yeah.
Multiple times on the fucking Cannonball Loop bullshit.
Or an OOT, only one testicle.
Well, on that note.
Wait, I wanted to say that Action Park movie. Isn't that a movie with Johnny
Oh,
Knoxville?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what it's called, but there is a movie that is like, I think, based on this in some capacity, because I watched it like 2 days after I had my surgery and I was fucked up. And my dad was like babysitting me because Pete had to go to the dentist and I didn't want to be home by myself.
Oh.
Yeah, so my dad came over and like hung out with me and we watched it, and I just kept like literally like
Nodding off.
because I was on heavy narcotics, and my dad like was like, I think we may have stopped the movie. It was so bad. He was like, this is bad. It didn't have any like stunts that you thought it didn't have like all the stunts you thought it would have from like the trailers. I thought it would be like just a bunch of people getting hurt on these rides. But it didn't have much of that I remember, but I don't really remember. So anyway, but yeah, there's a movie
Sounds
about
terrible.
it, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
Yeah.
This
Same.
was fun.
This was very fun. I'm going to say check out our Patreon page.
Yes.
Patreon.com/DTFU podcast. Follow us on all the social medias. We just have a lot of fun in the Facebook group. It's a closed group. You don't have to worry about your coworkers seeing what you're posting in there. There's a lot of funny shit. We've cultivated, I think. I mean, we haven't, but also like our listeners and the people who are very active participants in the group have cultivated a very fun space.
Like, if you don't know what a poop knife is,
oh my God,
join the Facebook group so you can learn about that.
Oh,
you know,
I love that so much. It's
He's waking
time. That's like our little
our cue.
alarm. That's our cue. All right.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for listening. Be
Yeah.
excellent to yourselves
And to each
and
other.
And happy holidays.
Oh, and next week is our holiday episode, and that is going to be very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop, whoop!
Whoop, whoop. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You weirdo.